Hello, it's Rob here from Woodward Games. It's great to have you along with us again for another exciting episode of Blackout Rugby. What makes it exciting is we are at the semi-final stages of season 6 now. How's everyone going? Let me know when you arrive and from which country you're watching from and everything. Always makes it more interesting when there's someone in the chat there. Yeah, so I've got 3 semi-finals tonight. How have you guys been going? You got semi-finals tonight? Did you scrape in there or did you just dominate your league? Let me know in the comment section in the chat or whatever's hanging around there, whatever's there. So I've got a game coming up in about another 10 minutes from now, which is, let's go check it out. Woodward, I think it might have been Woodward Chili. We'll go have a look. Woodward Chili. Look at it, still got some energy left. Okay, this is how Woodward Chili went today. Oh, not today, this season. Woodward Chili is, yes. This one, at least this one, is top of the league. My other teams didn't do so well, but this one here, if you look here, just playing against my main contender, as usual, Muffin Masters. So there's Muffin Masters. And fortunately for Muffin Masters, he got into second place because Richard Lowe's Gouges was actually dominating the game quite a bit for like most of the season, except for near the end where we started to come back, or God knows what happened, or he just didn't play well. Something happened anyway. But I think there's one game just recently, which was this one here, 2 games ago. No, or maybe 3 games ago. Or maybe 4. No, it's somewhere around here. Oh, God, where is it? Muffin, yeah, here it is. Muffin Masters against Richard Lowe's Gouges. That was a 7-3 win. That was like nothing. So they've got a semi-final coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, my time. I'm in New Zealand, remember? And, yeah, so those two are going to be playing each other. It's going to be very close. Go, Muffin Masters! I'm not biased at all, but I've had him in the league a number of times, and it's always fun. Even though there is more of a possibility he will beat me, but not to worry. It always makes it more interesting when you're playing against someone that you know. So, yeah, so this one, 120, lost 2. I think I lost once against Muffin Masters and once against Richard Lowe's Gouges, something like that. Yeah, so these semi-finals are going to be close. Okay, and I'm against tonight very soon. Let's go here. In another 9 minutes from now, I'm against Red Ravens, which is in 4th position, but does not mean that it's an easy team at all. Yeah, played very well. Let's go check out the match here. We saw it was like raining. It's pissing down with rain. Excuse my French. It is raining heavily. It's raining heavily wherever we are. We're in this one's in Chile. Yeah, it's raining heavily in Chile, though it never rains in Chile just about. It's got the most random fact that you didn't need to know. Chile's got the driest desert in the world. Yes, it's even drier than the Sahara. There's only been like no moments of recorded rain in 400 years of history. Random thing you didn't need to know, but I told you anyway. Ha! Okay, so as we can see, we have, what do we got here? Woodward Chili against Red Ravens. And if we compare these teams, they're pretty close. He's got some beastie, like 28-year-old against 28-year-old. I've played like another 10 extra matches or so. But here you got Suarez against Gerlich. And if you... Garlic. I'm going to call him Garlic. Anyway... But I mean, there's only 2-level difference, which is insignificant, really. And if we just quickly go through the team, we're going to see that it's going to be pretty close. 51 to 47, yeah, that's not much. Like a 1 difference here. 3 or 4? 4. What do you mean 3 or 4? It's 4. It's like, I can't be bothered. 5, thinking of numbers at this hour of the night. It's not late. Okay, this one's like a 5 difference, so that must be one of his good players too. Only 3 difference. I mean, when there's just this little bit of difference, this, in theory, the team with lower level players can actually win. It's happened to me before, and I've actually beaten other teams that had better players and everything like that. So it all depends on your tactics, how you play your cards right, and everything like that. And as usual, I don't think I've changed my tactic at all for this one. But anyway... So if you're watching this, Red Ravens, you know how I normally play, so do something about it. Anyway, yeah, 3. And also, look, 1 point, like the scrum half, there's only like 1 level difference, which is, he's played 140. He's been playing since he was a little boy. Anyway, 52 to 50s. As you can see, he's got some really good players. It'd be interesting to see. Valentine Wild. What a name. It's like a porno star. Oh, I can't say that in case I get blocked on YouTube, but it's one of those Orno star names that you'd find. They tell me, I wouldn't know. I've heard through the grapevine. So we've got 51 to 46, 1 difference. And you can see there's like just no difference, really. Very little difference. Actually, his backline's like pretty much the same as mine. Like 1 level. Nothing. What difference is it going to make? Nothing at all. So let me know how your season has gone. Have you got finals tonight? You're probably watching those instead of mine. If you're in New Zealand. Because the New Zealand ones, if you are actually on your home ground, yep, you're going to have them like starting any moment now. This one's in 6 minutes. I've played my cards. At this stage, you need to play cards. And I bet you everyone plays their epic cards. I save my best epic cards for now, and I just hope it works, actually. Also, as you may or may not have seen in the Discord, there are some Season 7 changes coming up about training cards. And there's something else really important. Oh yeah, the injuries. Some huge changes. We're going to talk about that while we're watching the game and while we're chatting and just whatever. So again, just let me know in the chat when you arrive and everything like that. And be free to give your thoughts and opinions about everything. So that's one game. I've got another game. This other game, who's this? Woodward Games. And this one here is, let's go to the competition. No, here it is. This one here, that's in 20 minutes. Now this, if I win this, it'll be a miracle. Look who I'm against. I'm against Millennium Falcons. He hasn't lost any games this season. He's only conceded 35 points the whole season. He's scored 600. You know, it's just like he's just kicked everyone out of the park. He's just didn't lose any. Simple as that. And 18 was a bonus try points and everything like that. That's nuts. He's got an awesome team. Should we quickly look at his team? Look at what that game's going to look like. Because that one starts in 15 minutes, so we'd probably only have about 5 minutes to check it out. So we'll go have a look at it now. Let's go check here. Go to the match. And if we just look at the starting, yep, played the cards. That loss was when I played, guess who? Millennium Falcons, yeah. And if we just check out the players, look how much he's dominating. He's got a 4 level difference. That's like a 5 level difference. 5 level difference. 3. Oh, my lock's better. Yay. But I'm against the Prophet. He is the Prophet. What a name. I've actually got my flankers, not too bad. But then oh God, what's that one? Meshkovkov. That's his name. Gotta get rid of all that saliva now that I've just dribbled everywhere after trying to pronounce it. 53 to 48. 53 was not too bad, actually. But then we get to these guys. Look at that. I've got my 19-year-old in here. He's my star player. Come out of the academy. So I'm just going to throw him to the Lions. So we'll see how he goes. Because my other scrum half, he's like, yeah, I don't think he's like one level, like not level one form or something like that. And he's actually better anyway. He's only 19 years old. And I think he's already better than my other scrum half. We'll compare them later. Remind me in the chat to compare them later. Because, yeah. And that's probably maybe one of the reasons why there's going to be a change in those training and cards and stacking and things like that. Really interesting changes. I think that they could be necessary, but we'll talk more about that in a moment because we've got a couple of games coming up. So as you can see, he's got a dominant look at that. I've only got 46 guys. He's just got 53, 53, 53, 53, 50. What? They're all 53. 54. Okay. 53, 53. So his guys must be maxed on 53. These must be just his regular players are maxed in all of the skills and the forward skills, the back skills and everything. So they're all 53. 27. 32. Yeah, so he's like, I'm just assuming. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea, but I'm just assuming. We could go check out his stats later, maybe. There's a way. Yeah, as you can see, look at that. He's got Stoner playing tonight. Yay! He's only played 62 matches. It's like he's been around forever. Oh, look at this one. There's a big difference there. There's a big difference. That's because, remember, I sold my... I don't remember if it was this team, but I sold one of my centers. I'm like, no, screw you. You're out of here. Some of you remember that night. Oh, there's a 10 difference here. So you can see his back's a lot better. So he's probably got some tactic for that to try and wipe me off the planet. Anyway, there's got this other game, and there's another game just a little bit later, which is Woodward, England, against Steve from Flying Koalas in Australia. If he's watching tonight, I hope you can join me for that one. It's going to be cool. Or he could be watching what do you call it? He could be watching the replay, maybe not. If he wins, he'll watch the replay. Okay, so we've got the game coming up any moment now. No, it wasn't this one. What am I? Woodward. Who's playing now? Woodward, Chile. Let's go here. And this is like starting right about 1 minute. Ooh, this is the first one. Semi-finals are always exciting. I love the first before the first game of the match, or the first game of the match, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And the semi-finals are more nerve-wracking because you just don't know what's going to happen. It can go anyway because the teams at this level, whoever's in first, second, third, fourth, normally the top 10's either really, really good and it's going to blow everyone away, or many times they're sort of very close. So like this can go anyway. Really can go anyway. The match is going to begin any moment now. Did I mention? I have my evil laugh. I created the evil laugh and I recorded it and I've got it on my little button thing there. So I'll wait for the moment to use that. It's just a recording of myself. I recorded myself doing an evil laugh. Anyway, we are about to begin. Let's look at oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm in my home ground. I've got the red stadium, the blood red stadium. Got the colors of, this is Woodward Chili's, so those are the Chilean colors, as I've already mentioned before. That's the uniform. They usually have blue shorts, red top, and blue other bits. And it's kicking off red, and I'm glad they're actually like a different color too. That always makes it good. And, oh, look at this. Who's got it? Has he got it? Oh, God, he's already got it. This is going to be interesting. So, he's got the kickoff, and he's already got the ball. So, he's going to... Oh, I got it already. Oh, sweet. Massa! Ooh, I thought he got away there. He got away. Oh, what? Then he got off? He got off me already. This is like going back and forward. Is this the game where it's like raining? And look, I've got it back again. That's weird. It's just going back and forward. That's interesting. I haven't seen it like turnover, like changes in turnover so often in Blackout Rugby. Ooh, what's Massa doing? He keeps trying to run away down that side. Oh, if it works, go for it. Red Ravens. So I've got the ball at least. And now with these ones here, you don't need bonus points or anything like that. You just need to win. Simple as that. He's already got the ball off me, damn. What's he going to do? Creative. Ooh, he's going a bit creative there. That's not often people go creative. Or not often I see it. Pick and go. So this is going to be a close match. It can go anyway. What's going to happen here? Ooh, he's going creative a lot. So he must know. Ooh, kicking. What's he doing? Is he kicking out in the full or what? No, I got it. Sweet. Boom. And Lopez. He passes it inside. Well done. Oh, he's tiptoeing down the sideline. And number 9, he's a bit too slow, I think. No. He got through. Yes. Wipe that sweat off my brow there. Thank you, Massa. I didn't think you were going to make it. Well done. And that was so pathetic. Yes, I do. I do bullying of my own players. I do that. Okay, so we've got a maul. Yes, if I've got a chance to bully my own players, I do it. Oh, got a bit of cable stuck up me. Okay. Yes, you heard that right. So how are you? Ooh, it's interesting that this tactic here, I don't know why it happens, honestly. I know it's a pick and go, but sometimes like your number 9, your scrum half, or your number 10, whoever's there, they sort of just go around the corner of the scrum. And these are what are these? Pick and go? Look, and he just does it again. It's interesting. Oh, and he's through again. That's interesting. Well, that's the second try. You don't need bonus points at this stage. You don't need bonus points. So all points are valid. All points are necessary. I'm not worried about getting bonus points. You just have to win. No, there's no other alternative. Win or win. Okay, so what happened here? Did I get it? I didn't get it again. Okay, it's interesting. I wonder how I can change that in my is that possible to change that in your tactics? Change the way the lineups work to catch it? You know, you can change it, but is there anything that can make you win more of those kickoff catches? Ooh, look at that. Old Garlic. Old Garlic tried to get through there. Kane. Okay, so look, he can just slowly inch his way forward. Grammar. Is that his grandma, or is it grammar as in English grammar? This is grandma. So good, he's got a Garlic on this team, a grandma. Who else? Oh, and grandma just about got through. How can I make it? Fanny. He's going to be called Fanny. I wouldn't be able to pronounce it. Look at that. He's just inching forward. Did he go? I thought he got through. Look at that. He's just... yep, he's through. Try. See? This can go any way. Kapsuna, that was his luck. And will he get this? It's pretty close. He must get it. Okay, look, there's only 5 points in this match. Only 5 points. That's nothing. Only 5 points. He can get a try and then convert it, and he wins. Simple as that. So this is still can go absolutely any way. We're both level 16 teams. Doesn't really matter much. Yeah. But let's see what happens. I can't remember if I've increased my my endurance or anything like that for this game. Honestly, cannot remember at all. Let's just hope that I actually get through at least one semi-final tonight. I know the other two are going to be hard, really hard, but anything is... Oh, we're going the other way now. Which way? Is it that way? Yeah, whatever. And I heard whistle go. Is that going to be a scrum or what? Oh, no, he kicked... didn't kick it very far. Oh, come on. Got to win this. Got to win this. Got to win this. And I didn't win it. Ooh, if he gets... Ooh, this is... I've got to get this back quickly and go get a try. I need more than 7-point difference just to be comfortable. More than 7. There's only a 5-point difference. 5 is not enough. Now what he could do here is just slowly inch his way with a pick and go. He can just keep doing that. And he's going to slowly get forward. Oh! Well, he went expansive at least. Okay, so we've got 30 minutes left in the game. Creative. Ooh, I don't like creative. I nailed him. Sweet. He didn't like it either. Or the result of it. Come on. Viseron. Isn't that the name of a dragon or something? Ooh. Was that a creative he played? I've got to get this back. I seriously have to... He's driving now. I need to get this back. Seriously get it back. Garlic's got it. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. This stage is not nerve-wracking. If it's like a league match. He kicked it like that. That's weird. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I suppose I had to kick it. Get it and run like fly. Oh no, he's got it again. Man, what's happening? Well, at least I kicked it away. That's good. Oh, I heard a whistle. Scrum. Oh, this is our first scrum of the match. What's going to happen here? Yeah. I usually like scrums. I won't say that in the next match because he's got a better scrum than me. Oh, okay, going the other way. Nice. And what? Where? Come on, Gertie. He didn't get it. I've got the ball. That's the thing. Just keep holding on to it or get a try. One of the other. Preferably a try. But just don't lose the ball. Keep going, Gertie. Come on, just don't lose it. Hold on to it. Come on. Yes, Massa. Ooh, I thought he was through. Come on, there's 15 minutes left. If I can just keep him down in this And his little, did he go through? Yes, Gertie. He got it. Ah, that's a relief. There's a 10-point difference, which means he needs a... oh, hang on. Let's see if I get this conversion. I doubt it. But anyway. Yes! That's 12-point difference. That's a good difference. So he needs 2 tries. And he's only got 10 minutes. If I can win this, which I didn't. Ooh, let's see what happens here. Come on, 9 minutes. He's just gonna... what's gonna happen here? He's got a pick and go coming. No, he's driving. Oh shit, he's slowly getting closer. I need to keep him back. Keep him back. Keep him back. Just keep him back. Come on, there's only minutes. Thing is, we're gonna go into extra... I got this feeling we're going into extra time. Maybe. Oh, he lost it. Yes! I got the scrum. Good. I'll like that. Go and pass it to number 12, whatever his name is. He's such an important player. I don't remember his name. And I wasn't going to learn it anytime soon. Oh, and there's another drop ball. At least I'm wasting time. I mean, you know, being tactical and using the time appropriately to win the game. Wasting time. Okay, pass it to 12, which is the master. Ooh, he could have. I thought he was going to go. No. Oh, is he going to go? Yes. This is it. This is the defining moment. Oh, yay. That is like... No, that's not appropriate for that's a kiddies yay. No, we don't want that one. Anyway. That's a relief. That's a serious relief. He could have got a try and then this happened before. Not in this one here. Hey, thank you. I got through to the finals, which means I'm gonna meet one of 2 really tough guys. $20,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. Let's quickly look at the timeline. Any injuries or anything like that? Injuries. We're going to talk about injuries really soon. We've got another really terrible match coming up. Oh, no, another 5 minutes. Ooh, I got a niggle injury. At least it's this season, not next season. This is my number 12. I wonder who replaced him. Let's go. I wonder if we can... Oh, look at that. 45. I actually had less possession than him. Whoa, that's interesting. And a lot of the action was in my half. That's really, really interesting, That's really interesting. As you can see, like these matches can go any way. I was just lucky to be able to get the points at the right moment. Oh, look at that. I still love those badges. I mentioned it last time, but yeah, they're so cool. Have you changed your badge? If you haven't changed the badge, go check out the last video, or just go to the club and go change it. So, someone's increased their level. I won the match. I'm so happy. So, of course, it hasn't updated at all here, but, you know, I'm one of those stubborn people. I'll just go double check. So, I'm going to be either against Muffin Masters or Richard Lowe's Gouges. Either of those, again, I've lost to both of them. My matches, I've lost to either of them. I'd like Muffin Masters to get through because he's an old familiar face and we're like very close. Those matches are really good because it can go really his way or my way. It just can go any way. So that I'd like that. Because Richard, I don't know who the trainer is. Kerry R. Sorry, I haven't seen you on Discord or anywhere like that. Or you haven't mentioned anything in the chat or anything, so not too sure. And yep, of course, I've seen him around. I think he's actually mentioned in the comments too. So thank you, Red Ravens, for that match. It was pretty close. I was actually a bit worried. It's only 10 minutes to go. I'm like, oh, you're right near my clothesline. You're right next to my clothesline. What are you doing? Right next to my try line. What a stupid thing to say. But that happens. Okay, so I've got a match coming in like pretty much now. No, another 4 minutes from now. Now this match, let's go check out the stats for that. This is Woodward Games. Look at me. This is my season. I lost 6 matches this season. This is my welcome to Division 3. And I've been kicked around the field quite a bit, but at least in my first time in Division 3, in a lot of them the first time. I'm in the top 4. That was my objective. And yeah, it all depended on this game against CAP, which is Mad Elf. And yeah, fortunately, I got through. This one's just a bot, this one. That's the only reason I got such a good score there. And the other matches, yeah, that was alright. Where was it? This match here. Look at this, 3-0. This made the difference. Because otherwise it would have been like a bit too close for comfort. And that was a match 3 points to 0. That's nothing in 80 minutes. That was a really close match, and that was a penalty that I got. Wasn't a drop goal. I don't normally do drop goals. Can't remember. But oh yeah, it was a penalty, and I don't even know why I kicked for penalties, because again, I don't often do that either. But anyway, we'll go check out the how much I'm going to suffer. It's going to begin in about 90 seconds from now. I've played my cards. Honestly, I think this is going to be very difficult. He's got an excellent team. I think most of his players are just about maxed out. But I never lose hope. I lose my mind, but not hope. Yeah, so we've already seen this. Yeah, he's like pretty much dominating. Look at like especially at the back here. Especially at the back. Yep. So that's about it. So this is coming up in... What's the weather like? I haven't seen the weather. Clear and breezy. Ooh, that's his stadium, is it? Yeah, it's on his home ground. This is the thing. Ooh, can we... No, we can't move it around at all. I was going to say, oh, let's go check out the rest of his thing. But he's got a purple stadium too. How many have you got? What color have you guys got your stadiums and your buildings? Oh, he's got a green building. No, green and... What color's he got? Like green? He's got a green one there. What color are your buildings? Let me know. Mine, for this team, my one's purple. Or is this my stadium, maybe? It can't be my stadium. Anyway, counting down. 5 seconds to go before it begins. I didn't bring any tissues for the tears, but anyway, let's go. This can go. This can be like a real terrible loss, or it could be an okay one, or I could actually have some type of miracle thing happen, and I do like the unexpected. Let's see how it goes. Just get the ball, damn ya. Yes. No, I didn't get it. Okay. So he's already got it, and the smart man. Oh, look at this. What can I say? And he's got, look at that, he's just barging through. He's got beastie players, and he's just barging through. He's driving. Ooh, and I pushed him back. Thank you very much. Go back. I should have pushed back more, but look at the Prophet. He's the Prophet. He's just, look at that. He's just barging through. His players are just too awesome. Look at that. I think at the end of this game, we'll go check out the stats of the players and everything like that. And we'll have a chat about that too. Oh, look at that. He hasn't let go of the ball, and I don't think he's going to let go of the ball. Look at this. Just dominating. Oh, he's going to go wide. Expansive, I mean. Same thing. And he's... Scrum. Phew, I thought that was a try for a moment. Look at that. And he's just pushing. Pushing me over. Expensive. He could have like tried to go through. Ooh. God, man, look at this. He's just getting so close. I don't know how I'm keeping him out. Honestly, I have no idea. He's just bouncing off my players. What? And he dropped it too. But it's his one. What? What? He's just dominant. Look at this. Dominating again. Expensive. Oh, God, it has happened again. Oh. Come on. Look, and he finally got through. The smart man. Ah, man. 5-0 after 18 minutes. But just as, like I said, I've seen these games before. That's why, I didn't have too much hope to win. I don't have too much hope to win this. The only thing is, because I think my last game I tried to play, he's got the ball already, and he's just gonna barge his way down. What tactic do you recommend against a team like this, where they're just the players are powerful? The players are powerful. Oh, holy shit! I actually got the ball. How long am I going to hold on to it, though? Let's see. Lima! He's going to rip it off me. Yep, he ripped it off me. We'll check out the stats after this, because the other game, my third final, which is against Flying Koalas, is in about another 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so. 30 minutes, whatever. So we'll quickly look at the characteristics of his players, like the strength and the power and speed and what type of underwear they use, or God knows, for aerodynamics. I actually got the ball back, man. Impressive. Furman, he's not going anywhere. Okay, at the moment it's only 7-0. But look at that, he's just stopping me from going forward. I'm like just not even inching forward. I'm just little by little going forward. It's not even denting him. As long as I hold on to the ball. Now, one tactic is I hold on to the ball as much as possible now, just so I don't suffer so much, and then do some type of sneaky try. It could happen, you never know. Sutherland, what's he doing? Here's my prop in his way. He's like on the wing. He believes he's a wing. This is that stage where it's just like, let's just try anything. Let's try anything. We're down, boys. And I heard the whistle go. Oh, God, that's a scrum. Oh, kick penalty. Oh, God. Oh, I thought he was going to get the line out then. It's only 7-0. It could have been worse. It's been worse in the past. Like, I remember for one of the matches, I played epic cards and things, and I still lost 20-something 0. This is the first half, 7-0. There is hope. The second half could destroy it. We'll see. Like, he just gets the ball and he just does not let go. Doesn't let go. It's mad. Okay, so he's kicking off now. He does one of the little short wing. Go back. Go back. And he does actually. Oh, I'm actually pushing him back. Whoa, that's cool. Expensive. Interesting. Lima. Okay, what am I doing here? Pick and go. Ooh, I'm actually in his half. Like be the first time, isn't it? This is the first time I've been anywhere near. Oh no, I'm not even near his try line, but I'm sort of in his half or something like that. Oh, and I lose the ball. Why do I lose the ball like that? And he kicks it away. You don't see too much kicking in this game. Look at that, and he just runs straight into the players. Doesn't sidestep or anything. Just like, I'm going where all of the players are standing. At least I'm on his half again. This is actually close. For now. I heard the whistle go. What's happening? Kick for touch. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, come on. And does he get it? He's pushing me. Oh, don't stop. Just stop him. Stop him. Someone else join in. Okay, expensive. What's happening here? Look at that. He just barges out. That's like from, what is it? Power, isn't it? No, strength. Power. Strength is more for the scrum, and power is for like just barging people away from. Ooh, kick for touch. That's interesting. Oh, at least I get it away from my. Now this line will be interesting. Will I get it? Ooh, I did too. Nice. Tennant. He's my 19-year-old. My 19-year-old. He's out of the academy. Go, Joe. Joe, you screwed it up. Ah. Look, it's only 7-0. Okay, there are 20 minutes left. There are only 20 minutes left, or less now. Come, ooh, Stanaway didn't get away then. This is interesting. He's kicking. So he's like got a kicking game. Okay, and he's just going to get the ball and run straight to where everyone else is. Yep. Okay. And Casaval. I thought he was my flanker. I've got him in a prop position because God knows why. Got to try something different. And at the moment, it's only a 7-0 loss. At the moment. Anything can happen. Just don't lose the ball. If I can just do one of those sneaky tries, I don't know how that's supposed to be. I need a sneaky try. Someone do a sneaky try. Where's the sneaky try button? I haven't got a sneaky try button here. Nah. Oh. Ah, I've lost the ball. Man. That's terrible. No. No. Knock him down. Ah. Man, this is tough. This is tough. I think Millennium Falcons is going to be surprised. He's not winning by more. He's dominated the season. But he's only got 7 points for now. I mean, there could be another try coming up soon because of all of my players will be really tired. And he can just inch his way forward now. There's only 3 minutes. Will he do it? Unless I rip the ball off him and run up the sideline as fast as anyone else. Don't know if it's going to happen. No! No! Yes! Okay. Well, with this... Don't! Oh, you stupid. Okay, so it's a 12-0 win. I thought I was gonna be happy with very happy with a 7-0 loss. But even like a 12-0, that's the lowest. 14, okay, that's a 14-0 loss there. We'll go check out the stats, shall we? So claim my rewards, and I'll get there's no tokens. Pew, 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 pew. No tokens for me. Health cards. Oh, we're going to talk about that really soon. Well, I got some money out of it. Sweet. But first, look at the timeline. Did I get any injuries? He got an injury. His number 10. That's interesting. It could be a reason why he didn't get as many points. And that was it. Look at that right at the end. At least it wasn't 0-all. That would have been heartbreaking. That would have been terrible. If it had been like 0-0 until the last minute and he got that, oh yeah, you would have seen tears coming. Not really, but I mean, metaphorical tears rolling down my cheek. But well played, Millennium. Well played. You've dominated this season. You've won all your games. Unfortunately, you've just beaten me. Bastard. But anyway, that's life. The thing is, there's no third or fourth place. Unfortunately, there's no third or fourth place in this. So if you lose this competition, let's go check it out. 14-0. And I was visiting, and it's only 14-0. If we look at the other times we've played, let's go check it out just quickly. Other times I got a bit of a beating. Where is it? Nutters. Yeah, look at that. First time, I was on my home ground. He beat me 33-0. And I was on my home ground. But I got an idea. I got a feeling why I could have... why I didn't lose by that much. Where's the next one? Oh, look, I got some close matches here. Look at that. Chimera. Come on, Chimera. You got to win this. Oh, no, I lost one there. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, and this one, I lost 21-7. And yeah, so I'm one of those people that got actually 7 points again. It wasn't too often. The other one would have been Chimera. He would have done it. Anyway, so yes, I know I lost the match. Unfortunately, there's no third or fourth place. Nope, there's no consolation prize for whoever loses these matches. When's his match? That's in 9 hours. We're not going to stay up for that, because that's going to be at 6:30 in the morning. Haha, no way, Jose. But what we're going to do is, I was going to show you his stats, and we're going to just see if we can see player stats. So we're going to look at the first stats. Okay, health. Everyone's health is going to be pretty. Now he dominated the scrum. Okay, as we saw, he dominated the scrum, and a lot of my players are quite heavy, like a little bit of a difference here. But look at his strength: 63, power 58. But let's look at this: 65 strength, and if we go down to scrum, 51. So he's maxed. This player's maxed in all of those things. He's 4 form. I've got a 5 form. Look at that. So I think a lot of his players are maxed in the skills they need. And now, but look at this. His strength is 65. And his power is 58. It's like, that's nuts. Look at this. 71. I don't remember seeing, probably saw it in another stream, but I'm just going to say, I don't remember seeing someone with 71 in anything. He had 71 strength. This is his, well, it says flanker, but he was in the hooker position. 71 strength. Who has that? So you can see why he dominated 54. 71 strength and 60 power. That's nuts. That is seriously nuts. And again, he's got a much heavier player too. So that does influence, because I still haven't got these guys up to, because he's like a 28-year-old, so I'm not really worried about him. I haven't increased his weight or anything with the cards. I'm doing that with my younger guys, making sure they weigh at least 140 kilos. Feeding them those meat pies, those wonderful meat pies. And going down here, he's pretty much, well, they're quite similar. They're quite similar. What's his line-out throwing? I actually had better line-out throwing. Well, a little bit. I mean, better. It's insignificant. But yeah, this blows me away. 71 strength. That's nuts. And we go, look at this. He just dominates these things here. Ah. Okay, so he's heavier again. And he's my flanker. 62 endurance, 56 endurance. That's pretty good. Good morning, Iowa. So good to have you here with us. How's everything in Wales? Here it's getting colder. I actually don't have a t-shirt tonight. Actually got a sweater. It's a little bit cool outside. And yeah, so you can see he's maxed out. He's maxed out 51s. I recognize those 51s. I've got a lot of 49s that are maxed out. Maxing out in 49s, 50s, and 51s depends on the position. He's my flanker, so he isn't maxed out in that yet. And we'll go check out this one. He's my lock. Oh, he's my young player. He's in 19. So we can see, ooh, that's interesting. He's got his lock to 130 kilos. That could be interesting. Look at that, 48 to 56. And we'll go all the way down to here. Yeah, he's pretty much maxed. A lot of them maxed. Ooh, look at me. I was like, wow, that's interesting. I got 58s here. That's because he's my star player. That's the only reason. And he hasn't maxed out yet, which is oh yeah. And of course, talking about maxing, there looks like there's going to be it's raining there in Wales. Yes, it's raining here too. Yeah, there's going to be a thing where there's going to be no more maxing, but the increases are going to be a lot slower. We'll talk about that very soon. First, I want to go quickly check the other match, which is beginning in, that's another 20 minutes. Just quickly see what's happening there. Oh, we'll fly through here. We'll fly through this part here. Look at that, 65 power. Oh, actually better here. That's a surprise. So you can just see his 64 agility. He's got his training. Look at that, 65 speed. He's my wing. What a pathetic wing I've got. Look at that. He's only got 30 acceleration. I don't know what he's doing. That's because I don't have a replacement. That's the reason why. 58 to 48, 53, 44s, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's quickly go to the other one. So the other match. So I've won one match tonight, lost one. The one I expected to lose against Millennium was actually closer than I thought it was going to be. And I think it's closer because I've been training my backs more, because they're pretty much maxed out. Until next season, because I've been training my backs with more forward skills and vice versa. And I think that may influence things, may a little bit. Okay, so again, I keep distracting myself. And the other game that we have, look, I got 4 energy, just sitting around doing nothing. Oh yeah, Steve, if you're watching, let me know. So I can make fun of you. Ha No. So you can make fun of me. We're allowed to make fun of Australians, and Australians are allowed to make fun of New Zealanders. Okay, so this is going to be the battle down under. In 17 minutes from now, Woodward, England against Flying Koalas. Oh, let's go check it out, maybe. And while we're waiting, look, I've actually lost 2 games. Actually, how did I do this season? I don't even know how I did. This is the one where I came second place. Saints won every single game. So that's going to be the match. Either of us, whoever wins this, either myself or Steve from Flying Koalas, will be against Saints. Guaranteed. But anyway, go here. We're going to here and here. Did you see my tactics, Steve? Those, do you want to see these? Not so close. No, you won't change them. Okay, so, yeah, a little bit better. He's better. He's a little better. He's a little better. I'm better. Yeah. Oh, close. So you can see, like, there's not much difference. Like, ooh. What's my scrum half? Oh, I've got to go check out my... Now that I'm looking at this, it's like, oh, I'm going to have to go change my team, maybe. He's a 19-year-old. He's 34. And he's there. He's got a wing at the same position. Okay, what I'm going to do is quickly look. Oh, look at... Oh, shit, I've got him in there too. Oh, man. I don't think I've changed... I've only got 19 minutes. I haven't changed my squad from the last game. Yes, that's me. Whatever. Okay, so I've got Dion Blank. He's a 30... This is the way I work. No. More or less. Okay, so I've got a level 34 scrum half. That's pathetic. I got a level 48 scrum half. Ah, look, he's like level 1. Either I put a level 1, a 1 form 48 scrum half, or a form 4 other scrum half. I just put him in there. Because if we actually compare the two, he's the one that's on the field now. Oh, he sucks. Oh, actually, I should put the other guy there. How much difference is it going to make? And at the same time, it's going to be good for him to get experience. But is it worth it losing a semi-final to an Australian? Oh, God, no. Should I... What would you do in this situation? What would you do in this situation? You got this level... I always say level. You got this level 48 player, and he's only got 1 form. They got a level 34 player. That's a huge difference anyway. But he's got 4 form. I mean, I would go for the other one, but form 1, it's like, that's pretty sucky. Something's gonna go wrong there. And he's got better composure. Should I change him? Let's go see if there's someone else. Let's go see if there's someone else more interesting. Like this guy, level 2. That's not so bad. I could put him in there. Let's go check him out. Scrum half. He's a level 40 scrum half, which is better than the other one. And it's a level 2. Who else have I got? Anyone else interesting? Ooh, what the hell? Okay, you're going in there. Thank you very much. Just as well I check my tactics. Yes. This is not just a spur of the moment thing. This is actually all part of my calculations and tactical... Man, just as well I checked them. Anyway, I've chucked them in there. And there was another guy who's pretty sucky too. I mean, sorry team. I'm not trying to say you're terrible players, but that's because I was giving him some training, some skills and things like that. Okay, so he's level 5. That's why he's there. But he's only a level 36. Sucks that one. 2, 1. I haven't got really... I don't want to put a prop there. So there's no one really there that I can... He's like a 2. And what's this? So Nash is like a... He's a 36, but he's got 5. Oh, I don't really like that. How about him? He's a 2. No, that's not right. I don't have many options. And that's going to be a problem coming up with these changes in the... What do you call it? The injuries and things like that. You're going to need to have a decent depth in your squad. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's see if he makes a difference or not. I'm so glad I checked that. I don't often do this. But, who's got the best kicking? I actually have no idea. Kicking! Best kicking is Sherwood Yeldon. Where the hell? Is he on the... No, he's not even on the pitch. Why is he not on the pitch? Because he's 2. Hang on, he's a... Oh, we're going to go check these out. Oh, go back. How do I get out of here? Look at this. Doing this all last moment. This is like a recipe for disasters. Okay, so he is a... Who is the other guy? Yeldman. Because he's only level 2. And this guy's level 2. He's 44. And the other guy is... Let's go check them out. Let's go see which one's best. Okay, so they're both not the best. He's got a bit more experience. Okay, so looking coordination, speed. What's he? A fly half. He's a bit faster. Nothing really there. He's going to be a bit better because he's got more composure. What about kicking? That position. Kicking. 51. It's like pretty close. What should I do? These are like almost the same because they're maxed out. These guys are maxed out at the same thing. But he's got a little bit more composure. And kicking. Where's the kicking gone again? 51 to 50. Like no difference. Everything else pretty much the same except for he's got more... Did I say composure? Yeah, he's got more composure. Endurance. He's a little bit more endurance. He's like... Oh, God. What could I do? He's got more power and strength. What could I do here? Will this influence? But there's not much that much composure difference. Just leave him. We'll see. Okay, you've been relegated. Maybe there'll be an injury and you get swapped anyway. If there had been a difference in form, I would have put the one with a slightly higher form because they're pretty much the same. Anyway, so we'll just leave that for now and we'll go back to the competition. Slothrop, good morning. How's everything up in the northern hemisphere? Okay, so this is the game, 10 minutes from now. But the thing, I'm just going to leave this screen up, so I'll leave it over here. I'll need to check it every now and then, because I'm not going to look at it, because I'm going to look at the Discord, because we've got some things to talk about as soon as I find it. I'm not going to put the Discord on the screen, as you know, because, don't know, privacy or whatever. Some people don't want to be seen on here. I don't know what the rules are, but we're just going to have this countdown. And I've got it there on the screen next to me, so I know. Okay, Season 7 changes. Let me know your thoughts and everything like that. First of all, Jeremy says, Rob's team is so cool that it deserves a medal. No, it doesn't say that. It's wishful thinking. Anyway, it says, training card reductions. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Training card effects will be reduced slightly. How slightly? We'll see how slightly soon. And stacked training cards with the same focus on one session, will have diminished returns, which means they're not going to be as effective. So if you play... I'm looking all over the place. I've got to remember the time. I don't want to miss that game. Shout at me in the when there's like 1 minute left. Shout at me in the chat or something like that. Because I'm going to get rid of my screen and we'll go to this one here. Squad. Let's go to a training. I don't know whose this is. Okay, so when you're training, you got these these skills here. So if you put line breaking, line break, and then line breaking, these two extra line breakings here are not going to be as good. It's not going to be as good. And each card after that will have its effect halved, including synergy bonuses. So if you play a scrum, like you're playing the forward training session, the forward session. I'm looking over that screen because that's where it is. If you're playing the forward session and you play a scrum cards, there's some type of synergy bonus. But if you play 2 scrum cards, that second scrum card is going to be reduced by how much? We'll see that in a moment. Doesn't actually say, does it? Ooh. Because what it does talk about is about the maximum skill levels. Will have its effect halved. Okay. It does say it. Reading comprehension. I wasn't at school that day when they were teaching it. Okay. So training card effects will be reduced slightly, and stacked training cards with the same focus on one session, will have diminished returns. Each card after the first card will have its effect halved. So if you play like a 4 energy card or 2 4 energy cards. Ooh, just thought of something. So you played 2 4 energy cards. That second card was only going to have 2 energy of effect coming out of it. So what have just came to my mind now. So you'd want to play your higher cards, the more energy cards first, maybe. So if you've got a 5 energy card and a 1 energy card, let's just talk about scrum. A 5 energy, and these are duplicate cards, 5 energy card like scrum and a 1 energy scrum. If you play the 1 first and the 5 energy second, that 5 energy would be halved, so it's not so convenient. I'm guessing, I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but this is how I'm understanding it at the moment. So the first card that you play will be, the first card is the, because my thing's the most. Because I'm holding my left hand up, but it's your right hand. Which card is reduced? The first, the card after the first one. So your first card is, I can't even do it on here. Let me have a look. So here, this one here, let's go down here. So here I haven't played any cards because whatever. So the card I play here in the hooker session, I would want this one here to be a line out. Let's imagine I got 2 line out throwing cards. One of them's 5 energy and one of them's 1 energy. So maybe the first card is that you put your 5 energy card there, and the second one with 1 energy, or let's imagine 2 energy, it's easier to divide. So that second card over here, that would be reduced in half. So instead of being 2 energy of line out throwing, it'll be now 1 energy worth. That's just a simple form of saying it. Because if you play the 2 energy card here, and then you play the 5 energy card, then what would happen, if they're both line out throwing, what would happen, I think, I could be wrong, that one with the 5 energy would be reduced to 2.5 energy or percentage worth of cards. That's how it works. Thank you, Ironworth, for confirming it. Sweet. That's good to know. That's really good to know. I was just guessing. I make things up. I make things up all the time. 6 minutes. Just letting you know. No, 5 minutes until kickoff. Anyway, so that's what happens. So, everyone, be careful. Make sure the first card you play here is the one that's got the most energy. If they're the same cards. If you've got a line out throwing, a scrum card, and then a vodka drinking card, whatever, and then they're all different, so it doesn't matter. They're going to have the same energy and produce the same amount of training. But if you've got line out training, and line out throwing, line out, line out throwing, so that second card will be reduced. So make sure in the first one you put your higher level card. Sweet. Thanks for clearing it up, Ironworth. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. Anyway, so getting close to that time against Steve. And what was the other thing that was mentioned? Going back. Skills may be trained above the skill max. I'm loving this because I've got lots of players that are already maxed in their skills. A lot of my older players are maxed in like 49, 50s, and 51s. You will now be able to train skills higher than their cap. Yay! Where have I got a... I need one of those sounds. Here we go. Yeah! So this is cool. So we can train them higher. We can train them higher than what they're maxing at now. But, there's a big but. Should I have said that? No. But, the returns will be diminished by half with each level above max. If a skill has a maximum level of 45, then on the way to 46, training will be 50% normal speed. I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine. On the way to level 47, it will be 25%. Ooh. And then it'll be 12.5%. And then it'll be 6.125%. And then you can do the rest of the math. But still, it's increasing. Because at the moment, I've got some of my my backs, and they're maxed in line-out breaking, like maxed in pretty much everything. And it's like, I've got this cool line-out breaking card, which I end up playing with my forwards. So I do that. But now, if I've got a spare one there or whatever, I can actually play it, and they will increase it, even if it's just a little bit. Every little bit helps. So it's going to be good that there's going to be no maxing. From next season, it's like, yes. So if you've got any like really decent cards and you want to stack them, do them within the next 2 or 3 days. Yes. Anyway, next one. Next thing is, yep, we've got a couple of minutes left before the game begins. Actually running out of breath. Is talking about injuries. Now, this is a huge thing that's gonna change. Injuries. As I've mentioned before, you can probably blame me. I've always mentioned the Health Academy is useless. I wasn't saying it because I wanted it changed. I'm just saying it because it is useless. But now there's going to be a use. Unfortunately, there's going to be a use for it now. You're going to have to concentrate on your health and injuries and things like that. Because currently, whenever there is that's going to go to my main screen. Okay, let's go to the grounds. Which team's playing? Woodward, England. Here it is. Let's go to wherever. Medical. Oh, can I see? What's here? No, that's not what I want. Amenities. Ambulance. Aha. So at the moment, this is it that one there? Or no, it's another one I want. Is this one, the physio? Okay, so at the moment, the physio... At the moment, every day, there's like a 10% health increase in your... Is it 10 or 5? I can't remember. No, it's 5%. Duh. I always think it's 10% because I've got the physio here, which means health recovery speed is doubled to 10% per day. This is going to change too. So when you get a niggle injury one day, the next day, you don't have to worry about it at all. Shit, we've got to go to the game. Oh, it's going to start like seconds from now. How's that for timing? I've got to clear my throat. There's going to be a lot of shouting. Excuse me. Okay. At least I'm on the home ground. Flying koalas. You got a purple shirt there. Okay, and it is kickoff. And has he got it already? Phew. So look at that, so close to my try line already. What am I gonna do? Charge! I think I've just got my normal tactic here. I didn't do any changes or anything like that. You noticed the game against the Millennium Falcons? I did do a change. I kept pretty close and I kicked it. I don't remember that tactic. But I did it. Line out throwing with the Millennium Falcons. The tactic I did was just holding onto the ball as much as possible, which is with the pick and go and everything like that. And it sort of worked, almost worked. I didn't get as much of a beating as I thought I would. And, ooh, no! Damn, flying koalas. So, physio is... that was just pure chance. I'm going to start blaming the match engine. No, just kidding. Damn. Anyway, something happened there. I should have concentrated on that. Wouldn't have made any difference. He's got the ball, or have I got the ball? He's got the ball. Okay, so Flying Koalas is also 7-up. I love the games against Flying Koalas because they're always close. Okay, I'll just walk around the ball a bit. Tabua's got the ball. Am I going to keep the ball? I got to get a try. He got a try really early. And he's visiting. So has he played his cards right? As you know, semi-finals, he's got the ball off me. That wasn't a nice thing to do. You got to play epic cards in the semis and the finals. I usually during the league matches, I play sometimes an epic card during just the normal league matches because I get a free one every day with one of the amenities. I think it's the training or tactic. One of those amenities, you get a free tactics card. So sometimes I use it. But when it's one of those cards where it's it's just a useless card. I just don't even bother. You let the epic card disappear the next day. Okay, Flying Koalas, you're playing really well. Still in my half. This isn't going too well for me. Oh, no. I thought it was going to go through there. Physio is really must-have now. This is what Sloth... sorry, I'm going to watch this game just a bit more. To give some stupid commentary. You've got things you want to add in the chat. Definitely go for it. No, Randall! Oh, I heard the whistle. Hopefully this is a savior for me. No! It's a penalty kick at goal. And right in front of the post. He's 10-0 up before half-time. This is not going so well. How can a New Zealand team be losing to an Australian team? It's never happened. Sorry, Steve, just winding you up. It's just fantasy. It's like Jeremy said, like New Zealand teams automatically get extra 50-point bonus in every game, so something's happened. Something's wrong. Just disclaimer, just kidding. Don't take this seriously. Oh, at least I've got the ball. That's a bonus. Will I get any points in the next minute or so? As long as I don't kick it out. No, we're getting close to halftime. Don't kick it out. Please don't kick it out. Go for it. And what happened? Oh, he kicks it out. Stupid. Anyway, we've got 30 seconds. And go! Okay, so Slothrop says... Yes, admit it. You said medical is useless because you wanted it changed. I didn't want it changed. It's a good change, though. Yes. Physio is really must-have now because 3% recovery rate is nasty. That's the word. It's nasty. That's actually a good word. 4 days to get 90% to full. That's why the physios, I think it increases it to 5% from memory. We'll check it in a moment. Oh, at least I got the ball. Come on. Go wide. Do your magic. Oh, no. Look at that. He's nailing me. Maybe I should have changed my tactics. Whose ball is it? Oh, what? I'm not doing very well. Someone has been studying. Oh, I almost got it back. Oh, no. Don't go through the gap. Oh, nice. Yep, Flying Koalas is dealing it to me here. Oh, he dropped the ball. That's okay, it's a scrum. I've got to get this and like run the whole... Ooh, look at it, look at that. He's holding me back. That's good. And he's got an epic card there. Expansive. Run. Yep, he's stopping me in my tracks. So he would have done like an expansive epic card or something. Maybe. Go through. No, charge. Just about got through. I need points. Seriously, really quickly. Like seriously quickly. I don't even know what. Come on, expansive. Tabua. Look at that. I'm getting stopped. I'm getting stopped. I've changed. Was this the team that I quickly changed things? It was just like one of the players or something like that. Nothing significant. But I didn't actually change my tactic, unfortunately. He's got the ball back? No, I thought he had it again. But he's keeping me. He's keeping me where I belong in my half. Doyle. How am I going to get through here? Honestly, how am I going to get through? Should have changed my tactic. I just left it on like my default one. And he knew it. Oh well. Good to those managers that actually do pay attention to other teams and what they play and everything like that. With 3 teams, I don't have much time for that. I just like quickly look through their skills, things like, not that it makes any difference in anything I do. Oh, look at this. He's just, yep, he's got this. I think he's got this game. Unless I do like some type of breaking through. Nah, it's not going to happen. He's just doing really well blocking me, stopping me. Just go wide, like further wide, not just there, go wider. Or this way. He could have gone this way. Yeah, he's played his cards right. Only 8 minutes. No way I'm coming back from this. Actually, I did better against Millennium Falcons, which is like a big team. Come on. What? Okay, I've never seen that. He did like a kick from there to the wing. I've never seen that. Is that like a new thing or what? What, I just passed it to a player that had a... That's a stupid... Anyway. Yep, so Steve's won this one. Steve from Flying Koalas, he's won it. But I'm just interested. I saw that. I thought for a moment he was like kicking it out. I'm thinking, why the hell are you kicking it out? But he was actually doing one of those kick passes. I've never seen that. Or maybe he was trying to kick it out and the other player got in the way. That's another possibility. So there's going to be one final for me to... Not tomorrow. Or a couple of days from now, I think. Out of those 3 finals, this was going to be the close one for me. And unfortunately, it wasn't that close. He's just beat... And I kick it out. Stupid. Well done, Steve from Flying Koalas. You dealt it to me. I don't even get tokens out of this. I'm going to go cry in the corner. Oh, I did get 2 tokens. Sweet. Okay, now we've got that out of the system. No, there's no excuse. Look at that. It was all in the first half too. Second half, nothing happened. So I lost that. Well played. Very well played. Anyway, so we are going back to... No, I don't... Okay, you just mentioned that looked like a grubber kick. Is that a creative play? I don't play creative. Unless there's like a 1% creative in my tactic, which I doubt. That could have happened. Anyway, what I'm going to do is... I wish we could see other teams so we could watch their games while we're chatting. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the... Where was it? So this is going to change. We're going to talk about all of these things here about the physio. At the moment, it's at 10%. And I'm just going to go to my other screen. You're going to just continue watching that one. Oh, hang on. Where can I see it? No, we'll go here. Have I got any injuries or not? Let's go to my squad. Wonder if anyone's got an injury. Let's go here. Okay, all players are healthy. This one. Let's go see if I've got any injuries. Oh, someone's got a neck injury. Yay! Okay, so at the moment, look at this. As we have seen, this is my guy. He's got a broken neck. And he's going to be all right tomorrow morning. That's real life. No, he's actually got a strained neck. He hasn't got a broken neck. So Di Mastrangelo, he's got a broken... And at the moment, normally there's like a 5% increase in health. And if you don't have that amenity that I showed you before, if you don't have it, it's going to take 2 days, basically. But since I've got that amenity, I get an increase of 10%, which is why everyone needs that thing, that amenity. Which means I don't need, at the moment, as of this season 6, not next season, just so if you're watching this in the future, from season 7 on, that's not going to happen. I don't need to play a card for him. He's not playing a game tomorrow, I don't think. But anyway, I wouldn't need to play a card. And I've always said the health thingy's pretty useless. You just don't use it. But we have been heard. Unfortunately, we've been heard. And there is a bit of a shake-up there. Which means we're going to have to start paying attention to those health cards and all of those things. There's going to be 2 things. We're going to need to pay more attention to health cards, and all of that healthy, whatever that thing is. What do you call it? Health building. Medical center. That's it. So you're going to need to pay more attention to all of this here. No, you just need that, really. Nothing else is going to change. Oh, maybe one of those. I usually get those anyway, just to get some energy, even though I don't use it for medical. Oh, and then we've got these things coming in, the ladder med packs and things. Oh, God, this is going to get messy. But anyway, so I'm going to go back to here. And any moment now. Okay, so someone who had the broken neck. Okay, he's got the broken neck. Okay, so at the moment, he's going to be fine tomorrow. No cards. I'm just going to leave that screen there while I go check out what Jeremy says. And you can read it yourself on the Discord too. But it says, more impactful injuries. Niggles. Be careful. Niggles will decrease player health to 80%. 80%. At the moment, just niggle injuries now 90%, like his broken neck. Or I'm going to say broken neck. You understand. With his neck injury, at the moment it's 90% and he's fine tomorrow. But now it's going to be 80%. And with the current situation, it would mean, yeah, okay, in 2 days, yeah, I can handle that. But no, there's more. Minor injuries will be 60%. Ouch. That's a lot, 60%. Moderate injuries to 40%. Moderate, 40. Ouch. That's serious. And because you can't put them in any lineup or anything like that. Anyway, and severe injuries all the way to 5%. That's right, 5%. But there's more. Not only that, there's more. Recovery rates will be slowed to 3% per day normally. So instead of the current 5%, 3%. Okay, imagine you don't have any amenities or anything like that. So if you have a niggle injury, 80%, and nothing else, 3% recovery every day, you're going to need to wait a week. 7 days. 7 by 3, 21. A week for a niggle injury. That's serious. So you're going to have to start playing some cards, boy. So recovery rates will be slowed to 3%. If you've got the physio amenity, and 5% only with the physio. So basically, if you've got the physio, it's going to take you 4 days. If you've got everyone's going to have to get a physio now, the amenity. It's going to take 4 days minimum anyway. A niggle injury, which happens a lot, 4 days for that kiddie to get up to health again. So, admit it, you said a medical was useless because you... Yes, I know, I said that. You wanted it changed? I didn't want it changed, I was just saying it was useless. Good changes, though. Physio is really must-have now. This is Lothrop talking. Because 3% recovery rate is nasty. Exactly. 4 days to get from 90% to full. Where's the 90%? No. The niggle injuries are going to be 80%, not 90%. So it's going to take you... With the physio, it's going to take you 4 days. 4, can't count. 4 days with physio. If you don't have that, it's going to take a week. Whoa, that's serious. If you just up the physio maybe to 6%, yeah, that could be good. But doesn't matter. And not only that, health card effects will be reduced to 5% per level, as opposed to the 10% that we now have. Okay, I've got to go check that out. Where's Blackout Rugby? Let's go check out the cards. Yeah, here we go. So at the moment, he's got a neck strain. A broken neck. He's hypochondriac. I've got a broken neck. Anyway. So what would I do? He's got a niggle injury, which is 20%, so he would be on 80%. And if I leave him, it's going to take him 4 days to recover because I've got the physio. Fortunately, I've got that physio thing. Now, I would, at the moment, okay, excuse me, so I got this 5, so instead of a 50% recovery, this is now going to be 25% recovery for a 5 energy card. So if you want your guy to be okay tomorrow, you're going to have to, like for a niggle injury, you're going to have to, he's like a 20%, you're going to have a player 4 energy card for him to be able to play the next day. A 4 energy card for a niggle injury. Well, epic cards are going to start coming in useful. You're going to start needing... This is my album? Yeah. I haven't got many epic... Oh, this is just because of that ability. Now, let's go here. Get out of there. If we go here... No. You haven't seen this. I only noticed this the other day. Look down the bottom here. Here I've got shitloads of cards. Loads of cards. Like, so many cards. But now, you've got this cool thing down the bottom. I want to go to the place I never look at. Health. Look at all my health cards. Okay, they're not... Still don't have that stacking thing, but still... That little thing. Did you see this cool thing down here? Love the colors. Beautiful. And you have to start associating colors with cards. But yeah. So look at these. Oh, shit. Click on it once. It appears. Click on it again. It disappears. Now you know. Anyway. So let's click on it. And yeah, I've got loads of health cards for God knows what reasons. Because I just haven't used them, basically. It's not very often I use them. So now... Ooh, but we've got loads of those. Interesting. That's just the daily ones. So yeah, so these are going to change. So this one here is going to drop down 20%. Recovery. 20% recovery. 30%, 15% recovery. So what about the epic cards? Is the same thing going to happen? So two fire, 2 energy, health epic card. It's only going to give you 25% recovery, which is still good compared to the other ones. That's going to be 15% recovery, 25. Yeah, still going to be good, better. So that's so injuries, that's serious. That is serious. Okay, so Iorworth says, my working through the new medical system means card play is the real key. Natural or physio healing will help, obviously. But in comparison, what a card gives you, it is small. Still, every bit helps. So basically, in most games, we get usually an injury, even if it's just a niggle injury. So, and in real games, real life games, I think people get injuries. Might just be a little like, it hurts, but they don't play every single day. At least in real life, you got natural time, like a week to recover from your bruised leg or your sore neck. If it's a niggle injury, it should be alright by next week, maybe. But here, we'll get games the next day. So, it may not be close to realistic, but at the same time, it's going to make this game interesting. Because you're going to have to start paying more attention. Hopefully, you don't have to pay too much attention to all of the health stuff. But we are going to get more injuries. And it's going to hurt a bit more trying to get your star player or whatever to recover from his whatever for the next game. Like, just thinking about the games near the end of the season, like the last game of the season, you might have to start thinking about, do I want to save my players from the last game of the season and save it for the semifinals? That's something to think about. We may have to start thinking about that. Anyway, so as Iorworth mentions, but the cards, cards are going to be everything. And Ace Bane, it's good to see you here. It's great to have you along here. Hi, guys. They look like a grubber kick. Is that a creative play? You're talking about that game I just lost against, I forget his name now. No, I didn't forget. It's Flying Koalas. I didn't. I should have known. I should have changed my tactic, but I didn't. And he knows my tactics. Anyway, not to worry. It's only a game where I lost. Against people that I recognize I should change things up a bit more. But so this is what is happening with the injury system. What do you think about it? What do you think? Is it a good thing? Bad thing? I think in a way it's a good thing. Where's this? Because until now, where is it? Here it comes. This building here is a useless building. The medical thing. Hey, Nans! How's it going? Always miss these. Didn't you just beat me? What's your team again? Remind me of your team. Nans, please, if you can remind me what team. You're the Millennium Falcons, maybe? No. I will see. Anyway, let me know what your team is. Yeah. It's just a relaxing conversation we have with you guys. With whoever turns up. If no one turns up, I talk to myself. I'm used to talking to myself. Okay, so this is the medical center. Until now, this medical center is useless. I've mentioned it before. I use it basically to get energy, like this, and also those medical slots, which you don't really use anyway. But you're probably probably start needing these medical slots now. Things are just gonna change. But also another really important thing is haven't had a look yet. Oh, what's the name of your team? What's the name of your team? Let me know. And I'll give it, and if you've beaten me, I'm going to give you the spoiler. Oh, this is where I can use my... I told you, I've got the evil laugh ready. It's not really evil, it's like a bit of a pussy evil laugh, but I did it, I created it. I did it. I will make a better one than that, but I had to... I needed an evil laugh. Okay, so going back. Use it for the nutrition plans. Those are good. Weight decks. Have I got any weight decks? Yeah, I got a couple of those. Those med packs, I got one of those, even though we're not using them now because I just had energy to use. And it's just like this medical tech tree's like nothing really there. So we're probably going to start needing these things here. Those epic medical decks. At least I've got one. So at the beginning of each season, you get one epic card, a medical epic card, which could help in the future. Millennium Falcons! If you haven't seen the match yet, I won't tell you a result. That could be true or could be false. I didn't say the result. Anyway. Yeah. So we're going back to... What was I saying? About the medicals. So what's going to become really important, guys, is this. At the moment, it's in the club office. If you're seeing this in the future, it's going to change, I think, maybe. The maximum squad size. You're going to start increasing these. You're going to have to start getting your squad up to as high as you can, up to, I think it's 40 you can have. Because with these injuries, and at the same time, you've got to have like a real balanced team. Go look at the squad here. Here it comes. Lineup. You can usually see. Ooh, he's the guy with the broken neck. He's not. Is this the one where I? Oh, I actually did win that one. Okay. Yeah, so I do need him tomorrow or the following. I think that's the following day. You got like a 1 day difference. Anyway, so with this, so here I think okay, so this guy let's imagining we're in like season 7. So he's injured. He's got 90 health. It's going to be 80% health. First difference. I'm gonna have to, and if I've got the final on in 2 days from now, my time, New Zealand time. And it could be just 1 day, depends on where you are. I would need to play a card, basically. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to have him. He's not a wonderful player. But yeah, I mean, like, let's go see if I've got another replacement. He's a 51 center, got a 45 center, 31 center, and that's about it. So pretty much I'd need him. I'd need to play a card with a niggle injury. So, and I'm gonna leave that there just for a second. While I go check out what else was mentioned in the Discord. Oops, wrong one. Here it is. So it says, so the health card effects will be reduced to 5% per level as opposed to 10%. Okay. So if we go back to this guy, So I'm going to play a card here, and let's just go to a daily card. He doesn't have one. So this here is only going to be a recovery of 25%. So I would need to play a 5 energy card. Good one, that made me go go check. So the 5. So I would need to play a 5 energy card. Oh, I've got 5 energy. Anyway. I would need to play a 5 energy card just to have a 25% recovery. A 25% recovery for a niggle injury. And just wait until you get these other ones, which are... Excuse me, my throat got a frog. I was playing in the rain yesterday. Playing football in the rain. We had training. Training started. Yay! And it was pouring down with rain, and there's lightning. I was on the way there. I saw lightning. I was like, oh, God. But, yeah. So, got something in my throat now. Unfortunately, it's not tequila. Or rum. Okay, so that's going to drop by. Doesn't endurance do something with injuries, as in low endurance? Okay, Slothrop's got a great question here. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to invent one. Doesn't endurance do something with injuries? Yes. As in low endurance means higher injury chance. I have read something about that. I'm somewhere. I can't remember where. It could be on the wiki, on the Wikipedia. We'll go have a look in a moment. But there could be a chance where the more better your endurance, the less injuries you had. I have seen that somewhere like you. I have seen that too somewhere. I'll have a look in a second. We'll have a look together. Anyway, going back. So those cards are going to drop. So level 1 card only recovers 5%. That's a huge difference. And there was another thing. Excuse me. Also, there's another change. We'll save that for another time about contracts. Contracts are boring. Necessary part, but they're boring. Yeah, like you're going to have to play a card or something like that to get your daily reward. So that's going to be interesting. And with the academies, they sort of changed a little. And you don't need to play out cards. You'll be able to... Another one. You'll be able to deactivate training regimes at any time. Can you? I thought you could do that anyway. Maybe because I don't do like 5 training days in a row or something like that. So maybe this change may come a little later than the start of season 7. Okay. Or we'll when it happens, will happen. My training, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea about that. But anyway, let's go. I'm going to go check out what you mentioned, Slothrop, about... actually, I haven't got my wiki open. From the wiki, here it comes. Thank you. I was just about to look for it. From the wiki, endurance measures how long a player can compete before tiredness and fatigue starts to impact their performance, as well as, drum roll, no, got no drum roll, as well as impacts on the chance of injury. So you're going to have some youth players coming through, and they're, interestingly, they're going to be injured more than your older guys. That's interesting. Because your older guys are going to have better endurance. So, if they've got better endurance, they're not going to get injured as much. Oh, I've got to go check out my guy with the broken neck. Okay, so he's the guy with the broken neck, and he is 27. What's his endurance? He's only got 34 endurance. Only 34 endurance. Well, that's all right. 34 endurance. So he got an injury, a niggle injury. I don't know how often he gets those. Does it appear anywhere? All time. Is there a stat for injuries? I actually have no idea. I don't actually go through. Oh, look, here we go. Look at this. Okay, this is his 3rd niggle injury, 1 minor. So there is a stat. Great to know. And 1 moderate injury. Ooh. So if he had a moderate injury, he would be down to... Going back and forward between... I've got 2 screens, that's not enough. So that's going to... So it's going to go down to... I've lost it already. A moderate... 40%. So if he's got a moderate injury at 40%, you're going to have to play some epic cards, basically, to get anywhere close to saving his life. Whatever. Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So if he's got 40, but if someone gets a minor, gets a niggle injury, it's going to be annoying, but it's only for 3 or 4 days. You have to worry about it. 4 days, not 3 or 4. 4 days, basically. If you've got the physio. If you don't have the physio, 1 week. So basically, niggle injuries now are going to be, if you don't play cards, 4 days recovery. I'm doing it again, 4 days. 4 days recovery. The minor injury, 60%. That's like 40%, which means how much recovery is that going to be? If it's, was it 3% recovery? That's like 30, or it's like 10, it's like almost 2 weeks. That's like, yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks without, or 8 days approximately, with the physio. That's like a week with a minor injury. And the moderate, if there's a 40% moderate injury, Nans, let me know when you've watched the match. So, and if it's a moderate injury, 40%, that's just going to take like 20 days. If they have a moderate injury, they could be like 20 days out. If you don't have a physio, it's going to take 20 days for him to recover. And if you've got a physio, it's going to take 60. Oh, God, doing calculations at this time of night. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take, yeah, I was like, oh, I've got to do it. Okay, so moderate injury, 60%. 60% recovery of 5. So you're looking at 5, you're looking at 12 days. If you've got a physio, it's going to take 12 days to recover with a physio if you have a moderate injury. So basically, if you have a player that has a niggle injury, you're going to have to seriously consider or think about whether you're going to play him or not. One, there's a higher chance, that he can get a minor injury or a moderate injury, which is just going to complicate things even more for you. And it's just going to take him longer. So if I have an injured player, I don't normally play him on the pitch anyway, because I just don't. That's just me. I think most of you like that. Unless he's like, even a star player, I just pull him off anyway. It doesn't really matter, one match here and there. But here, it's like, if someone's injured, you just don't want to put him on there, because there's a possibility that he will get injured, be out for a long time, up to 20 days. And that's not including what's the other one? The serious one. Is it serious it's called? I can't remember. Yeah, severe injury. 5%. It's like you're in a hospital with COVID there if you've got a severe injury. You're in there for a long time, and it's going to take you a long time to get out. That's 95%. It's like almost 100%. It's going to take you at least 30 days. Was it 30? Yeah, like probably about 30 by 3, 30 days. It's like you're out for the whole season. Severe injury, you're out for the whole season if you don't have a physio. Or even longer, 30. Yeah, no, it's about 30 days. That's serious. That's really serious. You should sort by endurance and check the injury stats. Great idea. Okay, let's go check it out. But some of the lower guys, some of the guys with lower. Okay, let's go to training. No, lineup. Player info. Here it is. I have back in your stream and had a quick look. You played well. That was close. Yes, congratulations, Nans. That was closer than I thought. I thought you were going to give me a bit more of a whipping there. What happened? I had my tissues and everything ready to, yeah. But no, I thought you were going to give me more of a whipping, but it was pretty close. I mean, I didn't get any points, did I, from memory? But that was close. Anyway. So that was a good idea. Slothrop. Let's go check out sort by endurance. Default. No. Where's endurance? There we are. Who's my player with the most 50s and 50s? Is he maxed out at that? Let's go have a look. Oh God. No. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 50. You don't have maxes in these. Duh. Okay, so he's got 50 endurance. Okay, so he's 50, and we'll go check out his stats. Go all the way down here. So, but it also depends on the amount of times he's played. Oh, this is like, you gotta scroll down. Okay, so he's only played 30 matches. Okay, interesting. So, and then we're gonna go all the way down here. He's had one niggle injury. Ooh, and one moderate injury. He's only played 30 games. He's had one niggle and one moderate. Okay, let's go check out someone else. Who's next? He's next on the list. He's had 3 niggle injuries. How much is he? Oh, God, I don't want to go all the way up the top. Okay, let's go all the way up the top. He's played 100 or so. That's a lot. And he's had 3 of those niggle injuries. So let's just keep going through. What I'm going to do, like they've all played various amounts. You know, with the younger players. I mean, the ones that have the higher endurance, they're usually older, like 28, 29, 30-year-olds, and they've been with the team for eternity and everything like that. Okay, so let's just go see how many niggle... Ooh, look at this guy. Whoa. Okay, he's my lock. He's played, like, just about all of the games. He's my star lock. He's got, like, lots of energy, endurance. He's had 3 niggles, 3 minor, 2 moderate. He's like, I don't know how old, like 26-ish. He could have been out for quite a lot of time if I hadn't been playing cards. I'm looking at the new, with the health, I almost never play cards. Oh, you took it. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the health. How many cards did I play? I played 3 cards, all epics. I played Nan. I'm talking to you, Nans, about that game. I think I played a scrum one because I knew you were going to dominate that, and that scrum card, 18% epic, didn't make much of a difference. You still kicked my ass. And the other 2, I think I played an epic pick and go from memory because I was just trying to hold on to the ball as much as possible. And the other card, I cannot remember. It might have been a defensive one. But honestly, I do not remember it was an epic, but which one? No idea. When it comes to semifinals and finals, epics all the way. There's just like, even then you don't win sometimes. Okay, so going back, I have, how many cards I played? Yep, played the 3. So yeah, so going back through here, so he's got high endurance. He's a lock. He's got high endurance. He's got like 49, well, high compared to the rest of the team, 49. He's played just about all of the games though, but he's had loads of injuries. Let's keep going. Suarez. 2-1. 2-1. That's interesting. My locks just had lots more. The star player has had more injuries. Go check your stats after this. Let me know. Okay, so let's see if it's these injuries start increasing as you go down. Not seeing much of okay. Not seeing too much of a difference here. The props hasn't been getting any injuries. Props don't. Oh, he's only a new guy, so but he's already had a minor injury. He's like a youth. He's a star youth that's come out. He's a youth too. 5 niggle injuries. 3-1-1. I think we'd have to sort this out also by, what do you call it? Sort it out by age too, if there's a way to do that. Okay, so yeah, he's got 5. Oh, he's had 1 severe injury, so he would have been out the whole season without a health card. Okay, I don't know. I don't see much of a difference, really. Okay, 1, 5. Oh, he's had lots, ish. He's only had 1. Oh, he's sort of no. He's not even Nieto. No, he's new. He's old. He's only had 1 niggle injury. So maybe something we need to check: which positions have the most injuries. That's another thing to check. He's a new boy. Don't worry about that. He's only had 2. So for some reason, I'm seeing the reverse. Okay, what I need to do is... That's interesting. So A lot of these older players have had more injuries, but they've been around for longer, so they played more games. But this one here, this one really surprises me. Ruben Albrego, he's my lock. He's been around since the dawn of time. Where is it? Yeah, he's 25 now. I thought he was 20. He's just about 26. I was going to go sell a star player. I might think about that now. I might need my star player. Yeah, so he's been around. He's got 48 endurance, which is all right. But he's had, how many games has he played? 132. It's a lot of games. But going all the way down here, he's had loads. It's interesting. 3 niggle injuries, 3 minor injuries, and 2 moderate injuries. That's a lot for maybe star players. They get injured more. Who knows? Be interesting to see if you guys can also look at this. Backs are going to need more endurance. Yeah. Backs are going to need more endurance. Okay, I played 1 epic and then a couple of daily. That's why that's why I had a bit more of a chance. No semi-finals and things. I just go, I got epic cards, just throw them in there. Because I basically use them, epic cards, just for that. For the semi-finals and finals. Anyway, so there could be something interesting. Go check your what do you call it? Your star players to see what type of injuries. This is my first star player. The one that comes with the team you choose, and everyone chooses a lock just about. Go see how many injuries he's had. Because I'll be interested whether it's just my really bad luck that he gets injured all of the time. But I also imagine some of the players, they also are more propense, or they have more... There's more possibility for certain players to get injured than others. But more because that player, doesn't matter what position they're in, they're going to have like a 10% more chance of being injured, or maybe 10% less chance. This could be one of those little factors thrown into the game about injuries. Is like certain players maybe get injured more often than other players. Because I remember with Blackout Classic, there were some players that always got injured. I was like, oh, you bastard, you screw up my tactics and everything like that. But at the same time, in the classic rugby, you know that those players, okay, so I just sometimes get rid of them. But other players, they wouldn't get injured. So maybe that's one of those things. So maybe it's just very unfortunate that my star lock is the one that gets the most injured. Or maybe it's just the lock position that sort of... Because from what I've seen, the forwards... Okay, some of you guys are really onto it and you love doing these... What do you call it? Well, these calculations and mathematical, whatever they are. Like comparisons. If you figure this out... about, what causes more... Which players have more injuries. Whether it's the forwards, the backs, or whatever. Yeah, that'd be really interesting. Yeah, so pretty much, is there anything else you want to mention at all? That's pretty much it for me. I made 1 final today. Yay! At least it's one final. I'm actually happy to make the semi-finals. One of them I just scraped through. The one I played, that one I ended up playing, I was in 4th place, which is why I ended up playing against Millennium Falcons. I scraped in there. Yeah, so at least I made the semis. Unfortunately, it was against his team, but whatever. My star lock has 8. Ooh. Interesting. Ace of Bane. Very interesting. My star... Okay, Ace of Bane has just said... in the moderation things, since you put... N-I-G-G-L-E... Since you put that in there, I had to accept it before it appeared in the chat. Interesting. Because it pairs to the other bad word. Anyway, so Ace of Bane. My star lock has 8 niggle injuries and 1 minor injury. Interesting. Now, Ace of Bane, compared to your other players, is your star lock, or that star player, has he had more injuries than all of the other players? That'll be interesting. And Nans, my first star, this is what Nans is saying, my first star player has had 1 niggle injury and 3 moderate. That's a lot too. So those 3 moderate one, how does he compare, if you quickly look, with the other guys? How does he compare? And like, has he had more injuries than the other ones or not? Or because I mean, those numbers are low compared to what I've got. It's like, that's painful. Oh, you're fired. You're out of here. Okay, now it's got to get my screen up. Go check it out. So who was it? Where is he? There he is. Oh, I've got to go all the way back down. Oh, here it is. 3, 3, and 2. That's interesting. Oh, look, here's the number of matches played. That's cool. So that's interesting. So why has he done that? But if we look at the other ones, he's had 3 niggle, 1. I hope YouTube's not going to ban me or do whatever. No, they're not going to ban me, but just put this as controversial topics or something like that. Might have to change that name, devs, for something else that doesn't appear like another bad word. Otherwise, I won't be. I'm going to have to be careful about saying it. Because when you guys typed it into the chat here, I had to accept it first. It didn't appear to everyone else. I had to accept it through, just so you know. So I'm going to have to change the name of this one, just in case, you know. Minor injuries, minor injuries. Oh, look, here it is. Show. Here's another one. Look, here comes another one. My star does seem to have the most. This is Acerbane. Here he goes. Okay, so Acerbane says, oops, I've got to move that. My star does seem to have the most. Props have 5 and 4 of those injuries. Interesting. And Ioworth has jumped in here. Says, injury and not training is... Yeah, one sec. Okay, I'll go back to that. Injury and not training is set at severe injury. Injury and not training... if you have a severe injury, then you won't train. Oh, yeah, severe. Okay. Injury and not training is set at severe injury. Okay, so if you have a severe injury, oh man, everyone's... Thing is, like, normally your chat appears, but I have to accept them because of that word. Anyway, injury and not training is set at severe. Okay, going back. If you have okay, I didn't quite get that Ioworth. Injury and not training is set at severe injury. So if you have a severe injury, then you won't train. And what was the severe again? Severe is... severe is like that serious one where you go to 5%. Whoa, that's like nuts. 5%. How... Ooh, it's gonna be interesting next season. You're gonna start, yeah. That's why you need your youth academy. You need to get lots of those young players in. But the thing is, all of those guys are gonna have low endurance. I mean, what I normally do in my youth academy anyway is, doesn't matter what position, I always put up their endurance up to the cap, not over the cap, up to the cap. Giggle injuries or tickles. Call them tickles. Unicorn injuries. I hadn't used the word unicorn yet. I'd behave myself. Anyway, so basically, if you have a severe injury, then you won't train. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. So that percentage health drops from 70 to 40 for not training purposes. So that health percentage drops from 70 to 40 for not training purposes. Because at the moment if it's below 70, you can't train? I don't know, because I don't usually worry so much about the training I don't worry so much about injuries or anything like that. Usually don't get them as much. So that percentage drops from 70-40 for not. So, okay, so basically, if you're around 40%, over 40%, as I understand, Over that, you can start training again. Okay. Yes, we can call them giggle. Yes, I'm going to start. Thank you. That's a great one. Asa Bain, I'm going to start calling them giggle injuries. Yeah. Slothrop says, I have a guy with 11 giggles. I don't know how I'm going to say that with a straight face. With 4, it's better than unicorns. Okay. I have a guy with 11 giggle injuries. It's like, how do you get a giggle injury? You just like, you fall off your chair laughing or something like that, like, and you fall off. Anyway, going back. I have a guy with 11 giggle injuries, 4 minors, and 1 moderate. 105 matches played and endurance 40. He's got 40 endurance. Right, maybe for us 40 endurance is quite high. But in reality, it's only 40 out of 100 maybe? Because, you just imagine the top's like 100. It could not, I don't know if it's 100. It could be 70 or 80 or whatever. But with the 40 endurance for me, that's quite a good endurance. That's that's a decent amount. So I assume that someone with 40 wouldn't be injured as much as someone with, like 20 or 10 or 15 or whatever you want. So that's interesting. My starting star player has 5 giggle injuries and 2 moderates. 122 matches. Endurance 43. I'm just laughing at the next comment. Yeah, by Slothrop. Yes, giggle injuries. Just think of a unicorn. Those bloody unicorns, those bastards. Okay, so we've got the... So that's interesting. So my starting star player has 5 giggle injuries and 2 moderate injuries, 122, with endurance 40. So that's interesting. Interesting looking at this tendency. And he's going to say something to clear up what he said before, probably. So if you get a severe injury at the moment, you won't train. You only begin training when your health reaches 40% or more. Okay, so basically, your leg's like dangling like this at 40%, but you'll be able to train. Because only one of the legs is dangling. No, but that's a good thing. 40% and over, yeah, you can sort of train. Let's make it worse. Make it 50%. Go on. Everyone's already hating me. Push it up to 50. Make them hate me more. But 40's all right. Rather than 70% in the old system. Honestly, with the old system, with the health, I didn't even notice what do you call it? A student. A player with lower than 70%. It didn't really happen very much. Because you always get the giggle injuries or the other one, which is it? The minor injuries maximum. Moderate, not really. For me, because I never play an injured player. Okay, so Nan says, my locks and props have more injuries. Interesting. You imagine that's gonna happen because they're just like crunching into each other, especially against such awesome teams like Woodward English or Woodward Games or whatever it is that you played against. Obviously, they're gonna suffer your players. Just put some other ones there, some easier ones. Okay, so you got rather than you only begin training when your health. Oh, going back down there, Nans again. My locks and props have more injuries. My first star player, it's a fullback with only 16 endurance. God, really? He's only got 16 endurance. Man. That's because you don't really train endurance for, what do you call it? Usually train up your forwards. You're usually training up your forwards with endurance and things like that because that's, in theory, what you need. That's interesting. I really did not know. Only got 16 endurance. That's low. And he's your first star player. You're probably one of those rare creatures that chose someone that wasn't a lock. Everyone else They didn't copy each other. They just chose a lock because you see it. Wow, he's 202 centimeters or 200. Like, I need him before he disappears. Anyway, going back to what the next thing that Iorwerth says. Injuries are checked on contact. So forwards will tend to have more injuries as they are involved in contact more often. What with all the pick and goes and drives they do. Exactly. So that's a good point. That's a really good point. So injuries are checked on contact. So forwards will have more injuries, which is natural because when you play rugby, as everyone does, no, but you just see it on the pitch. You just see it. It's like so much crunching and hot steaming bodies all interlocked all over each other and like, and yeah, you can imagine there's some type of injury there. So yeah, and I play a lot of, my backs play quite a bit, but yes, like the front pairs, but my lock specifically. But so as Nan says, my locks and props have more injuries. So how about the injuries of your fullback? He's your star player. So, but it probably has nothing. It has absolutely nothing to do. It's just a coincidence. So how are his injuries going? Does he have lots of injuries or not? Like my fullbacks, you can probably see, is like not much at all. Actually, if I put my screen, I'm looking at the Discord here. So if we go back to who's one of my fullbacks? Okay, he's my fullback. He's my main fullback. He's played 112. He's only had 2 giggle injuries. He's only had 2 unicorn injuries. 2 of those injuries there. If you guys are wondering about unicorns, it's because they always appear, and for some reason we always talk about rugby, and there's always a unicorn in the stream somewhere for some random reason. And sometimes it just happens naturally, for some stupid reason. But anyway, Iorwerth. We've already mentioned that. Yeah, so that's natural. So he's only had 2 of those giggle injuries. Minor injuries, moderate and severe. Yeah, which is understandable. But how about the centers? The centers, in theory, where's a center? I've got them trained, so I haven't got many. Okay, look at this. He's a center, probably has a little bit more contact. 131 games, 3-1-1. Okay. And he's been around a while. He's been around too, but he's had a severe injury. Ooh, that was tragic. It's like next season, that would be tragic. Because, yeah, he's my level 51 hooker. It reminds me of that story about the hooker called Unicorn. That made me laugh. Anyway. So he's had 5 niggle injuries. Yep, so that all makes sense. And then we've got lots of new guys. Where's another center? Rocco. He hasn't played many. 79, 3 niggles. Flankers. Oh, he's only like newish. Massa. 5-1-1, because he's like in there. He's a scrum half. He's played a lot. 125. So it's logical. Okay. So it's quite interesting. He's just a new boy. I'm just a new boy from a new family. Okay, so those are my endurance. So I got 250 level 50 endurance players. That's interesting to know. What's my lowest one? 25. Because I think I got rid of the other players. You can actually see the little black mark on here. How much more they can increase. That's cool. Interesting. That's because they don't have max. Stupid. Anyway. So, that's been quite an interesting evening. I have no idea what time it is. Whoa! We've been going for just about 2 hours. We have been for 2 hours. That's nuts. So we saw 2 losses. None of this is relevant for you. Saw 2 of my losses. 1 of mine wins. And we've talked the rest of the time about injuries, unicorns, and hookers and things like that. But it's been really interesting, just trying to work things out, see how things, trying to work these things out. It's always interesting when you're chatting, participating in the chat and making things, just that time flew by. That's nuts. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys get on with your daily business. I've got some other things to do too. And you guys probably got work if you're from the Northern Hemisphere. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's always so much fun. A lot more interesting when you join me in the chat, as you have done. Gives me a laugh. This is my way of relaxing. I hope you relax too, because this is a game. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Or sometimes, in Nan's case, you win bloody all the time, but that's another thing. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Just a relaxing evening, chatting with you guys. Always lots of fun. And as usual, stay safe, take care, and have an awesome evening, day, morning, life. Catch you around.